Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Sunday Summary. I'm your host, Kyle. With me, as always, is Steve. Steve, it's time! Man, that was my terrible... What's that dude's name who does the boxing things?
Bruce Buffer. Or
Bruce
he's
Buffer. That
UFC. The other guy is
UFC. That was my Bruce Buffer impression. Man
yeah.
City, Liverpool. It's happening. How you feeling this morning, Steve?
Supreme says Steve's mic causes the lateness I've heard on the grapevine.
Most of the time. 99% of the time.
Guys, actually, on that note, let me know. How's it sound? How we
Oh,
doing?
yeah, true. Let us know how we sound.
Kyle, you always
I,
sound fine. We're worried about
oh,
me.
yeah, okay. It's always about you, Steve.
It is because we're not going to get into that. But let me know how I
Because
sound in the
why?
chat.
Why is it always about you?
Because it's always technical difficulties for me.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah.
Sounds good, Dustin says. All right. Volume's good.
Good to
Liz says
go.
sounds good. I trust Liz with anything.
I
So,
trust Liz with my life. That's absolutely true. Good morning to Inspector Gary, Dustin, Liz. My mother's in here. Who else we got in here? Supreme Architect, Double Agent, Oyvind, what's going on? Liz gifted a membership. Shout out to Liz for always supporting the cause. Liz got the new chair for me. Finally got a new chair, Steve. Everyone knows. If you're in our Discord group, you were the first to find out. And it doesn't squeak. It's so comfortable. I'm a big fan. And a new camera, by the
congratulations.
way. New camera, by the way.
New camera.
All thanks to the channel members. So thank you guys very much. So Supreme says sounds better than last week, Steve. So you're good to go there.
Well, that's music to my ears.
Yep. And would you like to share with everyone else what you found out as well before we went live that you could do for the first time?
Oh, that I can chat with you guys here within StreamYard on the screen. I
Let's
always thought I had to be on YouTube.
let's test it out. Did the post a comment not give it away?
No, it says join the live chat or join the chat or something.
Oh, Steve.
I had never connected it.
Oh
It's
man.
just, it's
I,
embarrassing.
I still love you. It's okay.
But what about pinning? That's the bigger issue here.
Yeah, no, we're never going to be able to figure it out,
Click
okay?
settings, Kyle, and see
No,
if
no,
you can
no.
do it
All
right now.
in order to pin, all I do is click on a chat on one of the chats. That's all I do.
Well, I'm not logged into StreamYard. Should I be logged in? Like, did you
Yes.
add me as an admin on your account or something?
No, I just thought you. Dude, I don't know. We can't do this. We can't
Maybe
do this.
that's it. Maybe I need to log in.
Oyvind says the pin issue is legendary. We can't lose it. I want to figure it out though.
I love reading the comments. I'm always in the comments.
Yeah,
So if I could
because
pin, I would
when I
just
put
end
my
up taking over the
cursor
show.
when I put my cursor over one of the chats, it says show, and I click it. So if I go to Oyvind's comment, click it, it pops up on the screen. That's how it works for me.
Do you want me to log in?
Try.
All
Kanate's
right.
out from Oh Boy Not Him. Yeah. Oh, guys, by the way, breaking news. Michael Edwards is coming back to the club as the director of football operations with Richard Hughes of Bournemouth, I believe, is going to be the sporting director. It yesterday I made a video about it, but I woke up this morning and it was confirmed. Steve, that's legendary news.
It's the best news I've heard in a long time. I had no idea. I heard it was in the works, but aren't you surprised he's back? He kind of just left us hanging a little bit there.
Yeah, I'm more surprised. Yeah, no, I am surprised he came back because when I heard that we were trying to reach out to him for him to come back, I'm like, no way. Why he left? He's going somewhere else. He's going to Madrid or something. The fact that he just comes back in a bigger role, it's good for us.
It's very, very good for us. I'm going to try to log in here, so I might jump out for a second.
See you, Steve. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about Michael Edwards coming back to the club? It's obviously only a good thing for us. I don't know too much about Richard Hughes, so I won't get into Richard Hughes just yet. I'll do a little more research, but having Michael Edwards at the club with the deals he got done when he was here, I mean, just absolute steals, and he has great relationships with a lot of different teams. I think that'll play in our favor, especially with Klopp not having the pull that he has. Um, excuse me, with Klopp being gone, and therefore not having that Klopp pull. But Steve, moment of truth.
Nope.
No.
The legend continues.
Oh man, that's unfortunate.
It's just an absolute joke.
I was feeling so. I was just feeling so optimistic about that. Gary Richards says it's bloody great, Kyle. Everyone, I think, is happy with this here. I don't know too much about Richard Hughes, Steve. What about you?
What about him?
That's exactly what I'm asking. Did you listen?
No idea. No, I missed all that.
Okay. Oh, Steve.
Jordan Welch says Edwards left because of Klopp. Klopp started to have too much influence over the operations. News to me.
The drama begins.
Here we go. What's up, Jordan?
Yo, that might be great. Wait. That timing actually makes sense. Klopp's announced that he's leaving. As soon as he announces he's leaving, we're in talks to bring Michael Edwards back. It actually kind of makes sense.
Interesting.
Whoa.
Don't you feel like if Klopp had influence, we'd have more players?
Oh no, Klopp has tons of influence, dude.
Yeah, but he's not signing guys. Like, if it was up to him, we'd have way more players. We would have signed a center back 6 weeks ago. And we would have signed plenty more over the course of the last few years.
I think when he says pull, maybe it means... All right, remember the story about, what's his face? The dude at Hull City right now, Carvalho. About how Klopp didn't want Carvalho. It was more of a backroom signing, right, to flip the player. I wonder if it was just the reverse. Like there were certain players that Edwards wanted because it was just a great deal and they're good players, but Klopp didn't want them because they didn't fit the system. And that happened too many times. A lot of people are just inferring or guessing that, Klopp had he was like trying to get all these players and FSG wouldn't let him. I feel like that's just the story people ran with. There's way more to the story. Now, I can't say if, Klopp is at fault for any of it, but I'm just saying there are definitely times where Klopp was like, I don't want that guy. It's not like Klopp looked at every player and just said, oh, I want him. I want him. I want him. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
no.
don't know. No.
Oh, no.
Don't say it.
Oh, no, Steve.
Kyle.
I wouldn't lie to you.
What's it sound like? Like there's a fan running?
No. It sounds bad.
Oh, no.
It's like back worse than ever.
Worse than ever?
It's back worse than ever.
All right, let me try something here.
Oh, no. How does that happen? You go a whole show without it, and then is it because you logged back in? Oh, dude, that's so depressing. I'm sorry I had to break that to you, bro. I can't put the people through that, though. You are muted, I'll tell you that. Liz says Hughes spent 10 years at Bournemouth. Really? That long?
What about
Jesus.
now?
Better. What'd you do?
I don't know. I just turned down the input volume. I don't know.
Interesting
what's going
that it does that. Now, guys, is Steven too quiet? Let us know. Hannah says, nah, Pep's a boss manager. Money alone doesn't buy success. Just look at Chelsea. I think that's in response to someone else. Now it's better, not like a damaged VHS tape. That's
Okay.
a good comparison. That
on?
is kind of what
Let's just keep monitoring it.
Yeah. Monitor
So-
is appropriate.
So depressing.
Dustin says, words of Klopp, because of the way we work, we have to pinpoint with everything.
More
I think that's
methodical in our approach, sure.
I think that's a slight to the backroom staff, maybe. But I don't know. I really don't know. And then Jordan, on the topic of Michael Edwards and Klopp, says, Endo, Gakpo, Darwin, those are Klopp players.
Thiago.
So All right, let me ask you a question. You think players like Robbo are a Klopp signing? Because I don't. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think that's like an Edwards signing, or at least a backroom. Excuse me, a backroom staff.
I
Backroom
mean,
staff.
Klopp can only do so much
Right.
as manager. So I kind of find it hard pressed to believe that he was scouting a $5 to $8 million left back at Hull. Like,
You
I
think
think he's
Klopp?
focused on bigger things. So I would agree. I don't think that's a Klopp
I,
signing
dude, I like to think though.
by Stephen and Mike.
Oh God,
Uh,
here we go. Shout out to Liz.
no, I'm
I
telling you, Liz,
would.
it's not the mic. I'm
Oh no,
telling
it's
you.
back. Jesus. Are you on Firefox? Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it back. Turn it off. Oh my God.
Hello.
Welcome back, Steve. How are you?
This can't continue.
It can't, dude. It
It
can't.
just makes no sense.
It's got to be a StreamYard issue, man. It has to be.
I mean, what are we doing?
I, I don't know, man. We got it to work for one episode, and it was a great episode. I don't know why it just decided not to work today. Klopp, when he came in, said he likes working with a sporting director. He clarified regarding the transfer committee thing. He has final say on every transfer. Oh, good point, Dustin. Good point. I do remember that. So, do you remember there was a transition? I don't know who left. Someone left, and then when like Julian Ward and Michael Edwards took over, there was an article that came out that said Klopp wanted like the last word. I can't. Maybe it was after Michael Edwards left. But Dustin, I know what you're talking about. So that's a really good point. I forgot about that. So I guess Liverpool operate in a different way. Oh boy, not him says you have something in your office causing interference.
I've tried everything, my friend. I have two mics. They're both brand new. It's not the mic.
It's just a
It's
depressing
something to do with the
situation.
volume, maybe. It's so sad.
It's a good mic. There's nothing wrong with the mic.
No, they're very simple too, by the way. Like microphones don't just break. Like that one you've had has lasted forever. It's been everywhere. It's been all over the world.
Dude, I've literally traveled everywhere with this mic.
Yeah, it's very simple technology.
Sure.
It's unbelievable.
Don't get mad. Don't get mad, Steve. Let's just think about the match today, bro. We got Kanate out. So let's talk about the starting lineup, man. All right. Man City. I saw a predicted starting 11. None of our midfielders made it into the midfield, which is
A combined 11?
That's what I said. I don't know how you don't put any of our midfielders in, dude. But who you going with starting 11 wise?
Sir Oswald says I should clean my room with sage. Look, there's no Bluetooth on in here. There's Wi-Fi, but there's Wi-Fi everywhere. There's nothing else running. Nothing.
What was the difference between last week and this week? Think, Steve.
The volume, maybe the input volume on the computer, because that's what I changed last week, and it seemed to make it work.
Right. But then, did you save those settings?
I brought it up a little bit, but then I put it back, and it was fine.
Got to save the settings. I don't know. I don't know if it resets every show.
It's just really too bad.
Hey, lock back in, man. Lock back in. Oyvind.
Yeah.
With the to whatever the solution is fund. So thank you, Oyvind.
Yes, thank you. I've been on the phone with StreamYard. I've done it all.
You've called StreamYard, really?
Yeah, I've been on chat.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't get in touch with them. In any event, Kelleher, Robbo, Van Dyke, Kwanzaa, Bradley.
Did you say Robertson?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Robbo.
Okay.
I said
Midfield. Bravo.
Endo, McAllister, Soboslai. Front three, Salah, Nunez, Diaz.
Goes without saying. I think
I
that's
think
everyone's starting. Yeah,
it's got to be.
goes without
I
saying.
mean, is Gomez fit? I heard Gomez
Yeah,
had something going on.
I think Gomez is good to go from what I read with the team news. I think Klopp. I don't see a world where Gomez starts over Bradley today. Not because Bradley's better, but just because I don't think we want to risk if Kanate is injured. I don't think we want to risk having three of our available center backs on the pitch at once. Oh boy, not him says Robbo sit for more, and I play Gomez. Robbo did have a bad game last game. I will say that against Sparta, he played pretty bad, but I don't think that warrants benching him.
No, he's played in this fixture many times.
Exactly.
He knows the high stakes, the high pressure. He can handle it. But the other thing I was thinking is, what
What were
about
you
Gomez
thinking?
at center back? I know we haven't really seen it a ton,
That's a great
but
point.
he's played there in big matches. I just don't know if he's
Yes,
got the form to play a center half.
dude, he's played everywhere but center back this season. And to be fair, he's better at every other position than he is at center back. The last time I saw Gomez play good at center back was 1920. All right, this 1920 season.
No,
But
it was 1920. It was
it was
right after
1920.
we
Yeah,
settled the Black Plague.
yeah, right after World War One ended. Yes, do you remember Joseph Gomez?
Joseph Gomez the third.
Joseph Gomez the fifth, and I don't trust him at center back in a game like this. I trust Kwanzaa at center back more than Joe Gomez. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong because of recent.
Right. Now, recency bias isn't a thing here. I mean, this is just the facts.
Well, let me ask you this, because I truly don't know the answer. Has Kwanzaa started any big matches at center back? Or I guess that's what he is. He's center back. Let me rephrase the question. Has he started any big matches?
It's a good question.
Big matches.
The only one I know for a fact and can answer for is Bradley started against Chelsea. I don't know if Kwanzaa has started any big matches.
I don't think so.
Ross, what's up, man? Look, Gomez has played center back before. So I get the thought process of, if Kanate's not fit, put Gomez in there. But this entire season, if Kanate isn't available, Kwanzaa has started. Okay, now, maybe that is a little skewed because if we've had other injuries, Gomez has had to fill in, especially at left back, right? So maybe that's a little skewed. I just don't see a scenario where we look at our starting 11 and we see Gomez next to Van Dyke for this game. I think it would be a little, I don't want to say irresponsible, but that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. Irresponsible of Klopp to put Gomez back at center back for the biggest game of the season after playing literally every other position, only because Kanate's out. I think you trust Kwanzaa, who's been playing next to Van Dyke for this season now. I mean, he's been playing not week in and week out, but at least every other week. Trust him. Okay, I trust him. I think he's been phenomenal when he's played, and I think he'll do a good job. My only concern is if we load up that right side with Kwanzaa and Bradley, and then Doku, I don't know. We might face some issues with. I think they can handle it, but that's a little scary, is it not?
It's not ideal when you say it like that, but also what I mentioned was my predicted lineup. I think what I'd like to see is Gomez at right back.
Okay, I can see that.
Gomez at right back with Kwanzaa and Virgil in the center, Robbo on the left. I think that's if Salah starts. Gomez isn't going to give you a ton offensively from right back. I think Bradley gives you more. We may not need as much if Salah's good to go, which I'm assuming he is. Also, somebody earlier said Konate was definitely out. Is that the case?
So from what I read, I'll read you. This is the team news. So it was more positive than anything. They need to do scans, but from what Klopp said, it's going to be a last-minute decision. That's what Klopp said. But I will pull it up just to be sure. Ooh, where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Come on. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Team news. All right. Ibu was rather positive last night, referring to Thursday. He thought he made the right decision in the right moment, saying it's better if I go off, referring to the game against Sparta. But how we know, that doesn't mean a lot, unfortunately. He said he will get scanned definitely, but so far I don't have the results of that. All the others are fine. Ibu, I don't know. That's literally what he said. Ibu, I don't know. Joe Gomez is fine.
What do you want to see? And guys, let us know in the chat. Let's put some predicted lineups in the chat. I need to see what people are thinking.
Who do I want to see between Konate and Kwanzaa?
No,
At
no,
center?
no. Who? I think the midfield and the front three pick itself,
Yeah, no. We don't even need to discuss
assuming
that.
Salah's fit. But I want to know
Right.
in the chat. I want to know what you think. I also want to know in the chat what everybody thinks. Drop the lineups in there. You could just put the
Yeah.
back four. I don't need you guys typing all day.
But
Just
please,
let's see
please
the
do
back
if you
four.
want.
Yeah, if you want, go for it.
Yeah. So you're asking me who I prefer.
Who do you want to see in the back line?
Robbo. Well, it's Kelleher, Robbo, Van Dyke. Kwanzaa and Gomez. I think Gomez, but I predicted that it would be Kwanzaa Bradley. My only reservation with starting Gomez is just not his skill. He can handle the right back position. It is specifically having not all of our center backs, but 3 of our center backs out at one time.
Out on the field.
That's literally my only reservation. It has nothing to do with the skill. I think Gomez should start at right back, but I wouldn't be upset if Bradley and Kwanzaa started next to each other. I really wouldn't. But I would like to see Gomez.
Damien's saying Konate. We're still trying to figure out if he's available. We may not find that out for sure.
Let's take to Twitter or X, whatever.
Yeah, Ross says I think it may be too much pressure to start both Bradley and Kwanzaa. Unfortunately, you're absolutely right. It may not be the best idea, but I don't know if we're going to have a choice. I mean, there is a choice.
All right. Breaking 2 minutes ago. No Konate spotted on the pre-match walk. No.
And who's that?
Konate.
Who said that?
I'm gonna share it with you guys now because we are only breaking news here at Nothing But Red. This is Reds. This is Anfield edition. Anfield edition. No Konate spotted.
Well,
I low-key thought Darwin
though.
was trying to light a cigarette there, but he was drinking the drink that him and Allison drink before the match. It's like a tea. But it looked like if you watch Konate here, not Konate, Darwin, when he walks by. Look, it looks like he was trying to light a cigarette for a second. Oh, man.
Trying to light a cig.
Nice little stogue before the match.
Hey.
All right, so yeah, Konate not on the pre-match walk. Let's see what's trending with Konate as well. All right, what else we got? All right. Watch LFC, Liverpool squad out, Ibu Konate missing. Everyone's posting that same video, so Jack Moore not feeling too happy about playing Konate in the last match.
I felt that way about Salah when he went in.
Klopp fooled everyone into thinking Konate was just a precaution. Oh, DJ Academics. All right. Let's see what the fans are saying, man. If Konate's out, then Robbo, Van Dijk, Gomez, Bradley. See, people are putting Gomez next to Van Dijk. And the justification wasn't long ago that Van Dijk and Gomez as pairing was formidable. It was 4 years ago, buddy. So it was a pretty long time. Let's see. Nobody's bringing up Kwanzaa. It's pretty crazy. I think Kwanzaa has just been exceptional this year.
What about
You know?
Thiago? Is he
You
coming
want to
on?
put Thiago back there?
Is he coming on?
Yeah, I don't know. Where's Vandenberg when you need him?
Oh, jeez. I mean,
Ben Davies?
guaranteed 3 points if Sepp was here. Ross says, have they played together at the back this season? Maybe.
Dude, maybe like once or twice, right? I feel like they
It
haven't.
doesn't even. I don't even know. It. Let me put it this way: it doesn't matter because it hasn't been enough to be confident in the pairing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Kyle, you're supposed to. Where's Tony?
Tony is
We need
probably at the
Tony
match.
to scope out the training sessions and let us know who's playing where.
Yeah, when it was at Melwood, he would. He'd be out there. He'd do a walk and peek in for us. But ever since they moved, I don't think he can do it anymore.
It's
But-
tough. It's tough to get eyes inside, but we need to figure that out.
Yeah. Shout out to Peter here. Gomez error prone as center back. And that's what I'm worried about. He's been exceptional everywhere else he's played this season. And I think everyone can agree with that. Steven brought up last week, and he's not going to hear me give him credit, but he brought up last week that Gomez is in contention for player of the season just because of how versatile he's been. He's played everywhere and he's been exceptional.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and again, I'll just say, I don't think it will happen. I don't know if he absolutely deserves it, but like, it deserves to be mentioned at the very least how solid he's been.
Mm-hmm.
Virgil's back to his best. He won the
really
cup
is.
for us already. He's been unreal. But Joe Gomez deserves his flowers this season.
Stephen Price, what's going on, man? Haven't seen you in a while. Today is not only one of the biggest matches of the season, as it's one of the biggest in the Klopp era. Just feel with the nonstop injuries, we need the 4-point buffer. Arsenal looked vulnerable last night. Yes. And Stephen, you mentioned this yesterday. If Liverpool lose, Arsenal are still in it, right? If we win, you think we take Arsenal out of the race? I mean, obviously not mathematically, but momentum-wise. If we win today, this is a huge, not only like point difference, but just a huge momentum win, like morale win for us.
Well, the table is tighter than I thought it was. I thought we had 4 points up.
I'll do it. I will do it right now.
Please. Because I was looking at it yesterday and I was like, wait a minute.
It's been a few weeks since I've been able to do this. I love doing this. Oyvind doesn't like it. Oh my God, that scared the crap out of me. Arsenal top of the league scared the crap out of me. I was like,
But
wait a minute.
This is what I mean. Like, am I missing something?
No, I mean, we have a game
I
in
thought
hand.
they were 4 points back. Not 2.
Hold on a second. Wait a minute. So if we win today, we're only 2 up on Arsenal?
Yeah, yes. This is what I realized yesterday.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Because what's his face here? Steven just said the buffer too, the 4-point buffer. So,
Exactly.
did Arsenal lose?
It would be a 4-point buffer on City.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay,
That must be what he's talking about.
Okay.
But I just don't remember.
Why are Arsenal so quietly good? It pisses me off.
Well, it hasn't been quiet lately. They've been blowing everybody out.
I mean, they beat us.
But this is like there's no doubt. Again, here we go again. there's no doubt we're the toughest team to beat in the league. It's a fact. We have one legitimate loss. We've played 27 times. It's absurd. Too many draws.
Too many draws, Steve. 6 draws. But Man City have 5, and also that's what's crazy to me, dude. Well, no, it's actually not that crazy. Never mind.
I think
'Cause we
that
have
math is simple, but when I look at Arsenal up there, I'm like,
You said I think that math is simple. You're right. The draws, man, they come back to get you. This is why I like the point system versus just a pure win-loss record. Because, I mean, dude, anything can happen. Look at Man United. 11 losses. 11. And they're in 6th.
yeah, it's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah. That's just absurd. Like, Man United are a very easy team to beat. It's harder to draw with Man United than it is to beat them.
Yeah, because it's almost
I
like
mean,
the draws don't matter.
the United goal difference looks good. Oh my god. Dude, I'm telling you, Oyvind just keeps this heat and just drops them. It's at 0. Oh
It
my
was in the
god.
negative recently, I think.
It was, yeah. It's kind of crazy. West Ham are negative. Wolves finding their way back up in the table, which rightly so. Look at Brighton falling off and Newcastle too, man. God. Yeah, it's gonna be, dude. This is gonna be one of the most epic title races in recent history because it's a 3-horse race now. I mean, it's been a 3-horse race, but I feel like until last season, prior to last season, it was Man City, Liverpool every single year. And some years Liverpool pulled away, like our title-winning season, and some years Man City were 20 points ahead. But when it's a 2-horse race, it was Man City, Liverpool. This year, it's 3 teams, dude. It's really exciting. Every week, there's something new. Every week, we're hanging on the result.
Here's the thing: there's still 10 matches left after this.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I know you said there's still 10 left, but I actually, when I looked at, we're already match week 28, I was like, damn, the season's almost over.
No, there's plenty of time. If we win today, well, it's a must win. Let me just say that. We're going to do score predictions too here in a second. This is a must win. It's almost like, in a weird way, I don't want Arsenal in the race with us. Like, I want it to be like it's always been. City and
Well,
Liverpool.
Is that clouded by your hate for Arsenal? Is that why?
I wouldn't say it's hate.
It's hate. We
They
know it's
beat
hate.
us. They've taken 4 points out of 2 matches with us this year.
They've done their job.
There's
I
no
mean,
doubt. There's no doubt they're good.
Yeah.
And I said this in years past, but defense is something that people don't talk about enough. And their defense has been superb.
It's the best in the league. I think it's this. I think it's them than us.
Statistically, goal-wise, yes, it's the best
Yeah.
in the league.
Yeah.
Goals conceded wise.
Right.
And that's
It's
the
close.
difference. I think that's huge.
Yeah, I
we're
think-
right there as well. Pull that table back
Yeah.
up. I want to see
I'm-
goals
I'm-
conceded.
Say no more. Pull the table back up. Hold on. Where the hell is it?
Oh boy, not him says we haven't beat a top 6 team this season. He might be right.
What is this? Where did it go? There it is.
We didn't beat
Okay.
Chelsea?
Oh,
they're
maybe
not
not.
top 6. I'm thinking traditional top 6.
Yeah, traditional.
We
top
crushed
6.
Aston Villa as well. So
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what
So
he's talking about.
technically, no. All right. So here we go. Goal difference. No, dude. Arsenal are dialed in defensively, as are we in Man City. I mean, we're all really good defensively, and that's the biggest difference. I mean, goals allowed for Arsenal 24, Liverpool 25. It's really only been a 1-goal gap since we played them. When we played, that's crazy, dude. Since we've played them, we've only allowed in 5 goals, 4 or 5 goals. That's pretty nuts. So 1 goal a game, maybe, because this was the loss to them.
I mean, I would argue that they've conceded the least amount of goals, but like City and Liverpool are right there. And if you think about all the ways that people can score, deflections, unlucky things, the Matip own goal, right?
Jesus. Yeah.
That's the difference. I can say with confidence, we're all great defensively.
Absolutely.
I hope it doesn't come down to goal differential because Arsenal have been just blowing people out of the water. 5-0, 4-1, 6-0.
Yeah, their goal difference they have a big goal difference. They're
This
at
just happened
46.
too. This just happened over the last month. Yesterday they looked vulnerable,
Yeah.
but they pulled it out. That's what you have to do if you want to hang around. I thought at this point throughout the season they would have dropped off by now. Been
Yeah,
like
and
5,
that's
8
usually
points back.
I didn't want to say this, but I just needed to, keep the record straight, Steve, and I would hope you do the same for me. Um, you always say Arsenal falls off in the middle of the season and they won't be around. You've been correct the last 2 or 3 seasons ever since they've been somewhat good again, and now they're consistent. Now
Well, here's the difference. Here's the
I'm
difference.
just saying it. I'm saying it. It's time we do. We can still hate Arsenal. That's
Yeah.
allowed. But I think it is time we give Arsenal a little bit more respect than we've given them, just because one, they beat us, but two, the level of consistency they've shown this season has actually been nothing short of astounding. I mean, if it wasn't Arsenal and it wasn't Arteta and it wasn't the young players they have, and Liverpool and Man City weren't the big powerhouses they were, we'd be looking at Arsenal as like, damn, Arsenal's one of the best teams in Europe. But we're not, just because even if they are top of the league, you look at Man City and Liverpool. Man City and Liverpool are way better teams. But Arsenal, they're top of the league right now, bro.
Yeah. The difference this year is that they beat us.
Yes.
And I said it on that day. I said this could bury them because we already had a buffer. I think. Either way. No, I don't know if we did, but that was a big match, a big swing.
Absolutely.
And also, we can't forget there's so much time left in the season. There's still plenty of time for them to drop off. Personally, I thought it would have been by now. February is when things start taking a turn, but that's when they turned up.
Let's hope Frank is right here. Arsenal have been very lucky with far less injuries this season. That's another good point. They'll bottle it, so don't worry. I love the optimism. I do want to give a shout out to Dermot and Shayna over in the chat, and shout out to all our channel members as well. You guys know that your support keeps the channel going. There's a lot of things behind the scenes that cost money, and you channel members that choose to support the channel monetarily, you help pay for all of that. So we really appreciate it. Change guidance in here as well. Some random kid, what's going on? I know I saw someone else in here.
There's a few things I want to mention while you're shouting people out.
Go ahead.
I was reading an article yesterday about the title race and how it could be one of the best ever. It's surely shaping up to be. When you think about where we are this season, like there's no doubt that I don't look at this team. I don't look at our team and think to myself, we're as good as we were. Some people may. The year we won the title, or other years we've had 98 points, whatever we finished at. I don't know if we're that team still, because I don't know if we have the chemistry that those teams had. We're pulling out results at a high level like that. But the difference in the table right now, the reason it's still so tight, and they're talking about title race, is because 20% of all VAR decisions or errors have gone against Liverpool this year. And I'm not making excuses. We should be top of the league after today.
You better clarify, because it
20%,
sounds like it.
20% of all VAR errors, I believe, have gone against Liverpool this year. There's 20 teams in this league. 20% have gone against Liverpool. Odegaard handball. That's a big match.
That was a big one.
That gives us 2 more points and Arsenal 0. So this gap could be 5 after today if that didn't happen. Now, this is all hindsight, right? The Matip own goal, the Diaz error in that Tottenham match. Those are big things that people are still talking about. I read an article and it was all about that. Now, everybody has calls against them. Everybody has injuries. But we've been so unlucky with so many things this year. Injuries, decisions, that it should not be this close. That's why that's why we're in a race.
So Liverpool, Wolves, and Sheffield United, the net score. Liverpool are -3. So Nottingham Forest are top. Overturns, leading to goals for. Oh, these I love these stats. Here we go. So Brentford +3. All right. So Fulham, all those teams are top. We go to the bottom. Liverpool aren't complete bottom, but they're third to bottom. So the worst one, the thing is, Liverpool had the worst one, and it was the Tottenham one. Like, good God. It's unreal. I can't get over the Tottenham one. And then this one yesterday, the Havertz dive. Like,
Yeah.
this article was just published, which is pretty significant. I'm
Yeah,
sorry if
people
it's
were saying he
laggy,
should have been
guys.
carded. Should have been off.
So
The Odegaard
this is
handball,
just,
they apologized for that, Kyle.
I
The
know,
PGMOL apologized.
too damn late, you know?
Yeah, it is too late. But the apology, we know you messed up. The apology, cool, but like, what can we do about it?
This
The
scroller
stakes are
is
too
terrible.
high. The stakes are
Hold on.
too high for mistakes like that to just go with an apology.
All right, this is trash.
But that's why
Sorry.
this game becomes so important today. Is because all we can control, of course, are the controllables, and that is putting in a performance. We're at home. We drew with them at the Etihad. This isn't good for Man City if we win today, Kyle. There's a lot of pressure on them. There is a
Well,
ton
yeah.
of pressure on them. Not to mention the atmosphere they're going to have to deal with today. Just that constant pressure. The noise. Now they can handle it, but it should. I hope it gives us the edge. Because
It
the way
will.
Arsenal's playing right now, they still have Man City left to play. It may be at the Etihad. But kind of what I'm thinking is if we can win today, then we like pull for Man City during that match.
Yeah, I guess if that's one way to look at it. I
Because
don't want to pull for City, but
Arsenal I think will be 3 points up on City if we win today. No
if we
games
win
in hand
today,
either way, even
Ooh.
on matches played.
No, you're absolutely right. We'll be up, and very similar schedule going into the end of the season as Man City. So, but yeah, Steve, you got a lot of support here in the chat for those points you made regarding VAR. So good for you.
Yeah, it's I think we forget about those things. It's such a long year. Kyle, don't forget, like these seasons are so long. We've forgotten about Joel Matip. Nobody thinks about Joel Matip anymore. Nobody talks about him. That's
You're
how
right.
long and grueling these seasons are. He was playing out of his mind before he got hurt.
I actually think didn't he get injured against Arsenal? I think he did.
I
think it
don't
was Arsenal.
remember,
I
but
don't remember.
we're in this race with Kelleher right now.
Hey,
Like there's levels to this.
well, Kelleher is on one of those levels. I mean, it's not like we're not. You said it, like we're doing this with Pitaluga. Like Kelleher is a damn good keeper.
No, he is, but it's not the same. It's just not the same. We don't have Thiago. Like I'm not saying but we don't have these guys that are like part of a title contending team. We don't have these little pieces that we can just plug in. And all these things have been stacked against us. So if we win today, it sends a huge message that even with all these things, we're still top with 10 matches to go. And it's a very, very big deal.
Just to snowball off of that with my corporate talk here. I think it speaks volumes how we've performed without Salah, without Soboslai, without Jones, and without Trent, even when Robbo and Samika were out. I think that period from what do you say, mid-January when Salah left. So middle of January up through just last week. How we played and how we performed was nothing short of exceptional, given how many players we had out. Hell, we even had Nunez out for a while. So it was Gakpo, Diaz, and Elliott starting, right? Or Cade Gordon. Not Cade Gordon, but Kumas started a game. McConnell, dude, we had a midfield of McConnell, Clark, and Endo at one point. Like, we have performed beyond expectations given all those injuries, right? And we always do. We always do. Like, we can point to the fact that, yeah, we're still not quite at the top of the table as, oh, it's the injuries. But guys, even with the injuries, look where we're at. This team is nothing short of exceptional. And imagine if no team suffered from injuries, what it would look like. So that's my 2 cents on it. Queasy E, thank you for the super chat. Come on, Reds. I'll be stuck picking strawberries and listening to the game. Let's go 3-1 to Liverpool. Is it already strawberry picking time?
I don't know where he's at, but
I love some strawberries, man. Queasy.
look, but the same kind of goes for City, not in terms of the errors, but the injuries. They were without De Bruyne for a while. They missed Holland for a while.
That's true.
Grealish, they've had
Grealish
people
back
missing.
out too.
Right, they've had people missing.
Yeah.
So
And without
Arsenal
Alisson,
have not,
thank you.
and Arsenal really have not. I bet Saka's played almost every match. Odegaard,
Jota,
Rice.
dude. I keep forgetting all these. Sorry to keep interrupting you. I'm just reading the chat, and I keep forgetting about all these little. Like you said, when players are out, we just forget.
Yeah, we
Right?
forget about
You're like,
them.
you accept it. You're like, all right, they're not available. Right? Look this list: Alisson, Jota, Trent, Matip, Jones, Kanate. Can't forget about Soboslai, Salah. Our best players have been out. It's unreal.
I don't think a draw is fine. It's better than a loss because you're getting a point, of course, but I don't think it's fine. Like, I'll be
I don't wanna-
disappointed with a draw today. Not because I think we should definitely win, but I think we can. And if you want to win titles, you have to win matches like this. So the reason why the 3 points is so important is because I still need to see more from this team, and I think we all should. Whoever brought this up in the chat earlier, we haven't beaten a top 6 team. Like, that's false, but I get what you're saying. We haven't done enough against the top sides. Draw against Arsenal, 1 draw against Chelsea, draw against United, lost to Tottenham.
We didn't lose
Right.
to Tottenham.
No, but those are that's
I know, but just
I haven't
for the
seen
record,
enough. I
we
haven't
didn't
seen
lose
enough.
to Tottenham.
Right.
Just for the record.
I
right.
haven't seen enough to feel confident
Yeah.
in winning the title.
Queasy would be irritated with a draw as well. I'd be irritated with a draw. Is it the most likely scenario? Probably. What are the let me pull up the I like One Football for this reason. Shout out to One Football.
Wait, did
Any
you pull up
match, they'll give you
Did you pull up
the
the
win.
super chat? Yeah, Quizzy.
Yeah, I did. Thank you, Queasy. So the win draw thing is literally right down the middle, I think. Wait. It won't let
For
me
what?
It won't let me see it.
For what? City and Liverpool?
Yeah.
There's Pep's won there 1 time.
Yeah, I know.
played
I
8
did see
matches.
that.
He's won once.
That's weird, dude. One Football used to let you see the probability thing, and now they must have just changed that. But whatever. So what are the odds here, bro? Pull up the can you pull up the odds for me?
Yeah.
I'll go over to the chat while you do that. Dermot.
Like betting odds?
Betting odds, and then also like fan voting and stuff like that. Dermot says, I want to win, but if I was offered a draw now, I'd take it. I think that's the one we were talking about. Blade says Salah and Soba will start today. Absolutely. What's it? Change guidance says Endo gone for about 5 or 6 weeks to Asia Cup 2. Yeah, we can't forget about that. Oyvind, thank you. Google says LFC 30%, draw 25%, City 45%. So City are slight favorites.
Very slight favorites.
Yep.
That's what I'm seeing here too.
So history, we always talk about this because we can't use it to justify our point of view now. We always talk about how past matches and performances don't mean anything going into today. However, it's Anfield, dude. I think I don't. I'm not even thinking about the teams because I think the teams are very evenly matched. I think Anfield is going to be our the card up our sleeve today.
Klopp's leaving.
And
We're at Anfield. Virgil's breathing. He's in the building. Like,
He's
that's a
in the
big
building.
part. I
Dude,
think Kelleher's fearless. Salah should be back. There's plenty of things we can hang our hat on pre-match as we're thinking about it. But Anfield's the biggest one.
Dude, I'm really pissed. I'll be doing a watch long. The only reason I say that is because I can't listen to the crowd. When I watch matches in real time without doing a stream and I'm listening, it's so much better to get a vibe of the crowd. Right? Like when we play.
Are you watching on a monitor or what are you watching on? A TV?
TV. Yeah.
You can plug headphones into the TV. So you can listen and still talk.
Can I do it with my AirPods?
I don't know if your TV's new enough to have Bluetooth, but you could plug in regular headphones.
It's
There
not
should
long
be a
enough.
headphone jack somewhere, and maybe you just need to move over there or bring the TV closer to you.
Yeah,
Figure it
maybe.
out.
I don't know. I like listening to the crowd because the Anfield crowd I would expect today is going to be second to none. It has to be. Man City at Anfield, title race. It's you know what this reminds me of scenario-wise, Steve? Do you remember the first year we started getting good? You know, your favorite goal, the Fabinho goal, right?
Yes.
It's almost like that. It's like,
I know.
you know,
I'm typically nervous for this fixture, always have been. Today, I'm not. I feel like this is very important. This is going to show us, because I've had my reservations about this team, my concerns, our team.
Yeah.
And this is going to either confirm or deny those. And Frank Carlisle says, I'm going to the game. We'll be bouncing all the way through the game. You'll never walk alone. You better head out. What are we doing?
Well, Frank, you got to get there, man.
You got to get in there and have a couple pints before
Yeah.
we get underway.
Oh, interesting fact. You can't bring beers to your seats at Anfield. They're
Mm.
only sold like leading up to halftime and during halftime, I think is what they said.
Yep.
Interesting fact. But regardless,
Pep
Dermot,
has won 1 game out of 8 at Anfield.
what game? Oh, that was the 4-1 game during COVID. That was a miserable game where Allison had like 2 errors.
I hate that game. That's my least favorite game of all time.
That was just disgusting to watch. Oh, that was awful. Oh, another thing that I read earlier. I mean, someone posted a chat, but I always forget about it. I don't want to jinx it, but it has something to do with when Endo and Darwin start together.
Yeah, they don't lose.
Damn it, Steve. I wasn't going to say that.
I can say it.
Queasy, hope nothing stupid happens today, i.e. bad ref, red card, or horrible mistake. It's the last thing I want. Because you know the first 5-10 minutes are going to be chippy, dude. Like, I'm expecting some fights today.
I hope it's not a game of waves where it's like the first 20 minutes we look bad, but like they still don't score and then we take over. I hope I hope it's more fluid, a little bit back and forth. So are we confirming Konate's not playing? It looked like he arrived with Trent and Curtis separately to the main team. Ian Doyle says.
All right, hold on.
I think, yeah, he's out. Let's just assume he's out. If he can't if he's not even on the bench, then
yeah,
he clearly was nowhere near ready.
Look, I could have told you he wasn't ready when Klopp said, I don't know, on Thursday. You're not going to risk it. I'm telling you right now, Kwanzaa starts at center back. I feel it.
We'll know. We'll know in 40 minutes. Right, the match at 11:45 Eastern? Is that what it is?
Is it 11:45 or 11:30?
It's 11:45. You were right yesterday when we talked about it.
Okay, so I got to update the watch along start time. But yeah, Steve, do you have a score prediction for today?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Are you? I'm nervous. I'm dumb
3-1.
nervous now.
3-1 Liverpool.
3. Well, that's so
It's Anfield. If
ambitious,
we
man.
can't beat them at Anfield, do we deserve the title? Like,
Oh,
that's what I'm
stop.
thinking.
We
That's what I'm
deserve the
thinking.
title.
There's still 10 games left. This is a big statement. This gets the big match out of the way. Give some guys some time to get fit. When's the next match after this? Because that's very important.
With
Because we have
Thursday
guys
against
coming back.
Sparta.
Somebody said earlier, we have guys. Yeah, that match, that shouldn't be a problem. But there's Trent.
We won 5-1. We're gonna play our. Someone said we're gonna play our cooking crew on Thursday.
Dude, so who's Trent? Somebody else. Somebody said they're coming back after the break for the Brighton match. Trent and somebody else we're expecting back.
Who the hell else is out? Jones?
Jones. We forget about Jones, right, Kyle? Gravenberch. We forget about them.
Yeah.
I'm not even thinking
We
about
do.
those guys.
No. Isn't it crazy? Jones was
Jones
undroppable.
would start this match.
Yeah, he would. He was undroppable this entire season. Then he gets injured. Poor guy. All right, let's go over this score predictions. Oyvind 3-2, Liz 3-1, Supreme Architect 4-1. What a day it would be if we win 4-1. I mean, I'd literally. Oh man, that'd be great.
We'd strike fear into Arsenal.
Rumors that Salah will be on the bench. No. No. What are you talking about? Let's go over to X.
But why? But why?
Well, I don't know. Maybe he's not up to full match fitness. I mean, he played 10 minutes. Was it 10 minutes?
I think 20.
20?
20,
Oh,
25.
man. Oh, dude, look at the fans. Yes. Hold on, I'm going to share this. This is what I love about this match. It's unlike any other match. Look at the fans, bro. For the bus. I just love that, dude. I just absolutely love it. Now, good thing we're not throwing anything at the bus anymore. I remember we threw like beer cans and stuff at the or not beer cans, beer bottles. It's just I don't like that unprofessionalism from the fans, but I like greeting the team like that. All right. Let's see if there's any new developments. Ooh, stat pack. Here we go. Stat pack. City have only lost one of the last 8. See, that's so funny that they spin their stats to their team, right? City have only lost one of the last 8 Premier League matches versus Liverpool, but our view on it is they've only won once at Anfield. Did I lose Steve? Oh.
No, I'm
okay.
here. I was reading it. Only lost one of their last 8 PL matches. Wow.
Yeah. Anything else? Any news? No news. No news here. Let's go home. Show 35 posts. Can I get some? I want to see some of this stuff on Salah. The Michael Edwards news is big. Ian Doyle, like you said.
I think, jeez, if he's not fit, then what's going on?
Who are you talking about? Salah?
Yeah. If he can't start, then something's really wrong. Because he was hurt and he came back and then he got hurt again.
Thank God. Hopefully this is true. Mo Salah will be ruled out from the
Yes.
Egypt squad for the next international. Thank you, Jesus.
That is true. They basically agreed that he can skip the friendlies.
Thank God. Dude, I made a video about this. I'm so passionate about it. I actually also read that they're trying, I don't know if it was Saudi Arabia or someone is trying to host another in-season international tournament. And they're trying to get that underway, which it's just unbelievable, dude. The players cannot do it. You cannot keep doing this to players. They play too much. Do you realize these guys run anywhere between 5 and 10 miles every game? And it's not just a casual jog. It's sprint, stop, cut, sprint, cut. And they're doing it for 12 months out of the year. It's just not sustainable, dude. All right, I'm not seeing anything on Salah.
I think he's gonna
I think he's
suit up.
good.
I think he's okay.
I think he's good. I think
But I have read some predicted lineups before the show today that were showing Elliott starting. If that's the
Really?
case, that changes a lot, man.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Here
yeah,
we
I've
go.
seen
What's this? Is that Triple H? Is he doing this to Triple H?
No, that's Holland,
It's a
bro.
joke. Jesus.
Look how big he is.
I know, he's massive. Who's this? Oh, this is just random stuff. Okay. So we're done with that, Steve. You think it changed? Why would we not start Salah?
It would be because it's a big risk of re-injury and him being out for more than just this game. Because at the end of the day, as bad as we want this one, there's still 10 more. And they're all important. You can lose this match today and still win the league.
Yeah, I know, but
you could, but
I know, but
it's just not in your hands anymore, and that's what sucks is not having the control.
Look, just to play devil's advocate, okay? So usually we don't do it where if a player's coming back from injury and they play 10 minutes, they start the next game. Usually it doesn't work like that. Usually after they play 10 or 20 minutes, then you play them for 30 minutes, and then the next match you start them. I'm more amped to start or more inclined to start Salah in this game because of how big of a game it is. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It's tricky. But Frank, thanks so much for being here. And thanks to everyone for being here as well. All the channel members, everyone else. Oh boy, not him. Supreme Architect. Thanks to everyone for being here. Dermot says, why would Salah not start? How do we know team not out? He's naturally fit. He starts for me.
Just rumors,
says,
Dermot. Just rumors
yeah.
we're seeing.
I'm honestly not seeing anything on social media. I only saw it in a chat here, so I just wanted to look up.
I've seen it in some predicted lineup articles from various websites. Not that they necessarily know more than the average person, but it's just something to think about.
Yeah. And shout out to Change Guidance as well for this Change Guidance for the sport as well. And thank you all for tuning in this morning. Remember, every Sunday we're live. Join us for the watch along as well. We'll go live about 10, 15 minutes before the match, and then also the live match reaction. Steve, do you have any closing thoughts?
Must win. That's it. We must win.
We must win. Thanks, everyone. Until the watch along, take care.